Odds are, if you're having a hard time when it comes to losing body fat and keeping it off, you're probably making the same mistake that most guys make. And sadly, you probably don't even realize it. Probably tried cutting out your carbs, cutting out sugar, cutting out processed foods and junk food, and probably tried cutting out alcohol. You probably tried keto, paleo, carnivore, or maybe intermittent fasting. Maybe you tried Noom or Weight Watchers or P90X or Beachbody or Insanity. And odds are you never got the results they were looking for. Sure, the first 5 to 10 pounds were very easy to lose, but eventually you hit a brick wall. Now, if that sounds anything like you, pay close attention. Two main reasons why you hit that brick wall was because all those fad diets and cookie cutter programs that you probably tried, one, wasn't personalized for your body type, and two, wasn't personalized for your lifestyle. And when something's not personalized for your body type or your lifestyle, it becomes very easy to fall off the wagon and just regain the weight right back. Now, what I'm about to tell you next is very important. You did not fail those diets. Those diets and those one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter plans, they failed you because they're not sustainable. They don't work long-term. And if you're watching this video right now and it's been years to maybe even decades to where you actually felt your best, where you actually felt confident in your own skin, hear me out. It is so easy for you to get the results that you're looking for. And I know you probably have a hard time believing me when I say that because you're probably lacking the motivation. Because you've been struggling for years and you tried everything under the sun, but you never had success. But hear me out. You have never once tried anything that was actually personalized for you before. Chris tried P90X, intermittent fasting, and keto, but at the end of the day, he never got the results that he was looking for, simply because everything he tried was never really personalized for his body type or his lifestyle. He would always find himself just struggling to find the time to work out because of his busy schedule, or falling off track simply because he just liked having sweets. He enjoyed having his cakes, his donuts, and he found comfort in that. But everything he tried, he was forced to just cut them out. It wasn't until he got signed up for Heartletics, followed through with our coaching program, and in 90 days, lost over 25 pounds. But most importantly, he was able to regain his confidence back to where now he's able to fit in his favorite clothes and most importantly, feel proud of the person that he sees staring back in the mirror. Greg tried so many different workout programs and diets, but always failed to have success long term just because he didn't know what to do whenever he hit a plateau. It wasn't until he got signed up for our coaching program where we actually educated him and taught him what works best for his body type and also when and how to make adjustments. That way he didn't have these stalls and hit these plateaus anymore. It was then where Greg was able to lose over 30 pounds in just 90 days, but most importantly, he was able to get off his blood pressure medications as well. With Santo, he loved to have his burgers, his beer, and his bourbon, but every single diet that Santo tried, he would always have to either cut out his sugar, cut out his alcohol, or cut out his favorite foods. And he was sick and tired of it. He's like, what's the point of me even doing this anymore? Because either he would get stressed out at work or who knows, maybe just on a hot summer day, he wanted to have a tall, cold one. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But all the diets that he tried out there, like the fasting, the ketos, the Weight Watchers, it wasn't sustainable for him or his lifestyle because he always had to restrict himself of what he actually enjoyed. It wasn't until he got signed up for our coaching program where he actually learned how to fit in the alcohol. He learned how to fit in the sugar. He learned how to fit in his favorite foods where he didn't have to diet anymore. And that's what led to his success with losing over 50 pounds in just 90 days. Brian was at a point in his life where he was just sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. He was lacking the confidence, lacking the energy, and lacking the motivation. He was also very discouraged because he tried literally everything under the sun. South Beach diet, Noom, Weight Watchers, paleo, intermittent fasting, keto, P90X. Once again, you name it, he tried it. But he never had any long-term success until he got signed up for Heartletics. We were able to teach him what works best for his body type, but also his busy schedule. So that way he can learn how to create sustainable habits, lose over 85 pounds in just 6 months, but most importantly, have all the knowledge on how to create long-term success for his health and fitness goals. Mark, for example, never had an athletic background or grew up playing any kind of sports. But as an adult, he had a reality check with himself. One day he looked at himself in the mirror and said, I'm not proud of the person I see staring back. I'm lacking the confidence, I'm lacking the energy, and I'm not being the best role model for my family. I want to be more of an asset rather than a liability that's holding them back. He got signed up for our coaching program, and even though he didn't know anything about working out or nutrition, we were able to just hold his hand through the entire process. and just coach him and teach him on what works best for his body type, what works best for his lifestyle, how to create these habits out of it, and he was able to lose over 90 pounds in just 6 months. John is somebody that struggled for years with his health. He had high blood pressure, his A1C levels were elevated, and at the end of the day, he knew he needed to make a change, but he just didn't know how. He tried all these different diets, all these different workout programs, but nothing actually helped him get the results that he was looking for. It wasn't until he got signed up for our coaching program, we were able to teach him how to just fit in his favorite foods, how to train in a way that was sustainable for his body, where he wasn't injuring his joints or doing all this crazy powerlifting or spending 2 hours in the gym anymore. It's like, no, he learned how to create sustainable habits that work best for his busy schedule, but also best for his body type. And that's what led to him losing over 150 pounds in just 6 months. These are just a couple of our members. Since 2017, I have been able to help thousands of guys reach their health and fitness goals, and over 500 of them getting off their blood pressure and cholesterol medication, even dozens of them reversing their type 2 diabetes. Ryan was able to lose 25 pounds in 90 days and get off his cholesterol medications. Joe was able to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. Jason was able to lose 35 pounds in 90 days and get off of his high blood pressure medications. Bill was able to lose 55 pounds in 6 months, and he's no longer at risk for type 2 diabetes anymore. Dennis was able to lose 90 pounds in just 6 months and get off all of his medications, including reversing his type 2 diabetes. Jason was able to lose over 100 pounds in 6 months. Jimmy was able to lose 140 pounds in just 6 months. In case you don't know who I am, my name's Coach Joe. I'm an online fitness coach, a certified personal trainer, a certified nutritionist, and also certified in strength and conditioning. Main mission is to help guys just like you become the best versions of themselves mentally and physically. Here are the 3 things that you're going to need if you want to learn how to lose body fat and keep it off once and for all. The first thing is a personalized plan to follow. Let me explain what that actually means. Personalized for your body type, but also personalized for your lifestyle. For example, if let's say you work out in the gym, but yet you have a bad lower back, I personally don't recommend any squats or deadlifts. What's the point of just re-injuring yourself? It's only going to get harder for you in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years if you're constantly beating on those injuries over and over again. If let's say you have bad knees, I don't recommend running. That's just how it works inside of our coaching program. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat, and we help our members on a personal note figuring out what works best for their body type. What works best for your lifestyle is pretty simple. We want to understand your busy schedule. If let's say you can only work out 1 or 2 times a week, then great. Let's build out a workout plan that's catered around that. Whether you're at the gym or whether you're at home with or without equipment, whatever suits your schedule best. Some guys, hey, they go to the gym and they can do that 5, 6 times a week. Other guys, they work out right at home and they're maybe doing 2, 3 workouts a week. That's only about 15 minutes each. Regardless, they both get the best results. In order to have long-term success at reaching your health and fitness goals, you need to create a plan that's personalized for your body type and also your schedule. So that way you have an easier time staying consistent. The second thing that you're going to need in order to get better results is the right mindset. Henry Ford said it best, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. The reason why our members are able to get in the best shape of their lives, not just physically, but most importantly mentally, is because we're really helping them out with their mindset. We're really holding them accountable and pushing them to step outside their comfort zone, and this gives them that unshakable confidence. But we're also helping them just break free of those self-limiting beliefs of the past that's holding them back in life. So that way, they can truly reach their fullest potential. And the last thing that you're gonna need in order to get the results that you're looking for once and for all, and this is probably the glue that holds it all together, is accountability. You need to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that's gonna push you and challenge you. You need to surround yourself with the right group of guys that's gonna support you and hold you accountable to staying on track with your goals. Guys that say they don't need any accountability are typically the guys that are fat and out of shape. They have the man boobs and the spare tire around their guts. And it's simply because they have this pride and this ego of thinking, I can do it all by myself. YouTube is free. Google is free. Why do I need any help from anybody else? And if that's you, then here's a reality check. How well has that been working out for you? If you had to go out to war all by yourself with a small little pistol, how successful would you really be if you were up against a huge army? I don't care if you're the baddest lone wolf there is, you're not going to win that fight. You're not going to win that battle. It's best to have your brothers in arms right next to you. That's also going to hold you accountable, but most importantly, make you feel way more confident knowing you're not on this journey alone anymore. Now, how we help hold our members accountable to having success at reaching their goals is very simple. We're there for them 24/7. So if let's say they're ever going out to eat at a restaurant and they don't know what to order, they can simply send us over the link to the menu. We can scan it over within a few minutes and give them some guidance. So that way they're not going to sabotage the results. If let's say they're going to the gym and working out, or they're working at home and they need any kind of modifications or adjustments, we can make them for them on the fly. And week over week, we're educating our members and teaching them what works best for their body type, but also their schedule. So that way, once again, they're learning and they're gaining all the knowledge on what to do and how to do it long term for success. Think about it like back in the day, before you knew how to drive a car. Well, when you're in driver's ed school, you had a driving instructor sitting in your passenger seat, and they're able to teach you how to drive and maneuver that vehicle. But as soon as you're able to acquire your license, you don't need that driving instructor anymore. Why? Because you acquired all the knowledge. That's exactly how we help our members. We're giving them the knowledge of what works best for their body type and works best for their lifestyle. So that way they can learn how to create sustainable habits that work long term. So we have that one-on-one 24/7 personal support for our members. But on top of that, we also have an amazing community group with hundreds of other guys that's in there 24/7 as well to support you, encourage you, and motivate you every single step of the way. So that way, you're not doing this alone anymore. You actually have all the support, all the guidance, and all the accountability to know how to have success at reaching your goals once and for all. Now, if you want to learn what works best for your body type and also your lifestyle, so that way you can learn how to create sustainable habits and learn how to lose the body fat and keep it off once and for all, then all you need to do is click on the link right below this video and schedule a free strategy call with me, so that way we can talk a little bit more personally about your goals. On that strategy call, I'll be able to go over with you the top 3 tips that our members use. That way you can implement those tips as well for your own lifestyle. Even though this call is completely free, spots are limited, and if you're serious about changing your health, because who knows, maybe you want to have more energy, you want to have more sex drive, you want to have more confidence, maybe you want to get off your blood pressure or cholesterol medications, or maybe you just want to be a better role model for your family and for your loved ones and lead by example. I wouldn't wait too much longer. Click on the link down below, schedule out a good time, and let's talk a little bit more personally about your health and fitness goals and set you up with a good game plan.